The helicopter blades beat a steady rhythm, slicing through the silence of the endless white wilderness below. Each rotation seemed to push us deeper into the biting Siberian air, where the wind howled and snow danced in swirling eddies. Below, a vast, unending blanket of white stretched to the horizon, a world of snow and ice, untouched and wild, where the land seemed to go on forever. After hours of flying over this frozen expanse, a cluster of conical tents, or chums, appeared like tiny specks in the immensity, fragile yet resilient against the elements. This was the home of the Nomads, reindeer herders I had traveled so far to meet, people whose lives are woven into the rhythm of the tundra and the migration of their herds. The cold hit me instantly, sharp and clean, as I stepped onto the snow. My boots sank into the powder, and the air seemed to crystallize around every breath. Figures emerged from the tents, faces weathered by wind, eyes holding quiet wisdom. Their movements were slow and deliberate, shaped by years of surviving in this harsh climate. Yuri, with a kind smile, greeted me with a simple handshake and a nod. His grip was firm, his welcome genuine, bridging the gap between stranger and guest. The air was filled with wood smoke and reindeer, a scent I'd soon associate with home. The mingling aromas drifted through the camp, comforting and familiar to those who lived here. Inside Yuri's chum, warmth radiated from a small stove, and a woman offered me steaming tea. The heat and hospitality were a welcome contrast to the world outside. In that simple act of hospitality, I felt a connection that transcended language. The Nomads' generosity was immediate and heartfelt, making me feel less like an outsider. As I looked out over the snowy tundra, I realized this was the beginning of an unforgettable adventure, one that would challenge and change me in ways I could not yet imagine. The day begins before sunrise, in the quiet pre-dawn twilight. The air is crisp and biting, and the only sounds are the distant calls of birds and the soft crunch of snow underfoot. In this vast, frozen landscape, every morning feels like a new beginning, filled with both challenge and promise. Life here moves to the rhythm of the reindeer. Their steady movement shapes our days, guiding us across the endless white expanse. The herd is our lifeline, providing not just food and clothing, but a sense of purpose and belonging. We pull on heavy fur coats, layered for warmth, and step outside to check the herd, a moving sea of antlers and fur, each animal precious. The cold stings our faces, but the sight of the reindeer brings comfort and pride. Each animal is known and watched for signs of illness or distress. We move quietly among them, reading their movements and listening for anything unusual. The health of the herd is the health of our family. After the morning check, we gather in the chum for a simple, hearty breakfast, boiled reindeer meat and strong sweet tea. The warmth of the tent and the aroma of food offer a welcome respite from the cold outside. Everyone has a role, from fetching ice blocks for water to sharing stories that keep our traditions alive. Even the youngest children help, learning the skills they'll need to survive and thrive here. The elders teach the children how to care for the animals and respect the land, passing down wisdom through hands-on lessons and gentle guidance. The main work is guiding the herd to new pastures, traveling on wooden sledges pulled by reindeer. The journey is long and often difficult, but it is essential for the survival of both people and animals. Gliding across the snow is silent and efficient, the herder's calls echoing across the tundra. The landscape stretches endlessly, and the connection between herder and animal is built on trust and understanding. It's demanding work, requiring vigilance to protect the herd from wolves and other dangers. Every member of the family is alert, knowing that a single moment of inattention can have serious consequences. As evening falls, the family returns to the chum, the stove casting a warm glow. The day's work is done, and the comfort of home is a reward for our efforts. This is a time for mending, carving, and sharing stories. Hands busy with tasks, hearts full of gratitude for another day together. Around the fire, culture is passed down, living history in every tale. The stories connect us to our ancestors and to each other, weaving a tapestry of memory and hope. Life here is tough, but filled with moments of peace and togetherness. In the heart of the tundra, surrounded by family and tradition, we find strength, resilience, and a deep sense of belonging. For the Nomads, the reindeer is everything, the center of their universe. Their lives are woven so tightly with these animals that it's impossible to imagine one without the other. The reindeer is not just a resource, but a living heartbeat of their culture, traditions, and daily existence. It provides food, shelter, clothing, and transport. Every aspect of Nomads' life is touched by the reindeer, from the meals they share to the homes they build and the journeys they undertake across the endless tundra. Yuri once told me, "The reindeer gives us our life, we are one." This connection is deeply personal, passed down through generations, shaping their identity and sense of belonging. Every part of the animal is used, nothing wasted. Bones become tools, antlers are carved, and hides are transformed into essential items for survival. The Nomads' diet is almost entirely reindeer meat, boiled, frozen, or raw, providing essential fats and proteins. In the harsh Arctic, this sustenance is what keeps them strong and healthy through the long, bitter winters. Even the blood is consumed for vital nutrients. It's a source of iron and vitamins, crucial for survival where little else grows. Their clothing, the militsa, is made from reindeer hides, keeping them warm in -50 degrees. Without this ingenious garment, the Arctic cold would be unbearable. Boots and chums are also crafted from reindeer skins, creating portable, insulated homes. These shelters can be quickly assembled and moved, perfectly suited to their nomadic way of life. Specially trained reindeer pull sledges during migrations, treated as part of the family. The bond between herder and animal is built on trust and respect. These animals are the engines of their nomadic life, carrying families and culture across the tundra. Without them, the Nomads could not follow the ancient migration routes that define their existence. The reindeer is not just an animal, it's a partner in survival. Their relationship is built on mutual dependence and deep understanding. Their bond is spiritual, forged by centuries of dependence. Rituals and stories honor the reindeer, keeping their traditions alive. Without the reindeer, life here would be impossible. The Nomads and their herds are inseparable. Together they endure the Arctic's challenges, and together they survive. Family is the bedrock of Nomads society. Multiple generations share a single chum, fostering deep interdependence. Men herd and hunt, women manage the home, prepare food, sew clothing, and raise children. Children learn by watching and doing. Boys practice lassoing. Girls learn intricate stitching. There's no formal school. The land and elders are their teachers. Elders are living libraries, their knowledge of land and reindeer priceless. Their stories teach survival, morality, and identity. Traditions are woven into daily life. Rituals for fire, respect for the reindeer. These customs provide order and meaning in a harsh world. They reinforce respect, patience, and community. This deep cultural foundation gives the Nomads their resilience. Food on the tundra is simple, practical, and nourishing. Reindeer is the staple, boiled meat served in a communal pot, broth drunk as soup. The diet is high in protein and fat, perfect for the freezing climate. Stroganina, thin, frozen slices of reindeer or fish, is a delicacy, eaten raw for energy. The cold acts as a natural freezer, preserving nutrients. Cooking is done on a small iron stove, the heart of the home. Firewood is scarce, gathered with effort and used sparingly. The fire is treated with respect, tended by women. Beyond meat, berries and fish supplement the diet in summer. Tea is a staple, black, sweet, and a ritual of hospitality. A visitor is always welcomed with hot tea, a gesture of friendship. Here, food is about survival, community, and respect for the land. The Nomads live in constant motion, their home the entire tundra. Their migration covers over 1,000 kilometers each year, following ancient paths. In winter, they move south to the shelter of the taiga. In spring, they race north to fresh pastures. The chum is dismantled in under an hour, everything packed onto sledges. The Argish, a train of sledges, carries families and belongings pulled by strong reindeer. Women and children ride, men guide the caravan and herd. The journey is fraught with challenges, frozen rivers, blizzards, treacherous terrain. It's a test of strength and resilience, but also a time of beauty and connection to the land. They witness the changing seasons, the return of birds, the blooming of tundra flowers. Migration is more than a journey. It's a spiritual reaffirmation of their identity. It deepens their bond with the reindeer and the wild land they call home. Survival on the tundra is a battle against the elements. The greatest challenge is the cold. Winters plunge to unimaginable lows. Traditional knowledge is their lifeline: fur clothing, well-designed chums, and understanding the land. Courage is quiet endurance, facing each day with resolve. Protecting the herd from wolves is a constant struggle. Dogs are invaluable partners. Medical care is distant. Self-reliance and traditional remedies are essential. Isolation means a simple injury can be life-threatening. Modern threats loom. Oil and gas development encroach on migration routes, polluting pastures. The Nomads fight to protect their land and culture. Their courage is not just survival, but standing up for their way of life. In a changing world, they persist with dignity and strength. Even in hardship, the Nomads find joy in community. Celebrations mark key events: end of migration, Reindeer Herders' Day. Families gather to share news, compete in sports, and strengthen bonds. Music and storytelling are central: personal songs, epic poems, and the shaman's drum. Reindeer sledge racing and lasso throwing showcase skill and tradition. These events honor essential survival skills and inspire the young. Preparing for festivals is a collective effort. Everyone contributes. Community cooperation is the foundation of every celebration. In this vast landscape, shared laughter and song remind them they are not alone. They are bound by tradition, land, and the reindeer they follow. Time with the Nomads was profoundly humbling. Their life strips away complexity, revealing what truly matters: family, herd, community. Success is measured by health, strength, and connection, not possessions. Their resilience is awe-inspiring. They face unimaginable challenges with quiet strength. True courage is daily commitment to family, animals, and tradition. The Nomads are part of their environment, not separate from it. Their sustainable way of life is a lesson for a world in crisis. I left the tundra with a renewed appreciation for simplicity and community. The Nomads show that wealth lies in relationships, knowledge, and harmony with the land. They are a testament to the endurance of the human spirit and the beauty of diverse ways of being.